of your home and business is our top priority. That's why we've built our company around a local command center, cutting edge technology, a constant commitment to high level training, and a dedicated staff. That's what it takes to maintain consistently rapid response times so we can protect your home and business around the clock. American Alarm. We're first when seconds count. Visit AmericanAlarm.com to find out more today.
Thy ticket, Lady Jennifer of Coolidge.
Well, many thanks, good sir. Hereth my Discover card.
They accept Discover at Renaissance fairs?
Yeah, they do here.
Hello everyone. Let me make sure my mic is working. Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, mic's working. Okay, that's good. I was gonna paint today, but I feel like sketching more, and I have to take advantage of that because oop, my volume's on my iPad. That's embarrassing. Can you tell it's been a month since I've done this? But yeah, there are only so many days I feel like sketching, so I thought I'd do some of that today. I'm gonna do it kind of like a turned pose, I think. And we'll just throw her leg in right there. Okay, there's her foot. I'm so sorry it's been like a full month since I streamed. My desk is in a garage, as I've touched upon in like my videos and stuff and on the Instagram. I feel like I mention it a lot, because past a certain point it kind of feels like an excuse, but yeah, it's like a weird thing for me to talk about sometimes, but it is out in a garage, my parents' garage, and I'm very grateful for the space. But during the winter, my desk is sometimes unusable. Like it's just too cold. Like most of January we had like negative temperatures during like weekends and stuff. For some reason we got into a weird pattern where our weekends were like snowy and disgusting and cold. So that was really not fun. I might have to redraw this face like multiple times. This is not looking right. I am not loving it. But, you know, we're gonna roll with it. Yeah. So sometimes during the winter, it's like I just can't work out here. So I had to postpone my stream. And my upload schedule was definitely affected too. Like, I don't know. Everything was pushed off because it was just too cold to even sit out here for like a voiceover or anything. Which is bad. Like, I had a ton of footage just building up on my main phone and on my backup. I've been editing it down and everything and painting and doing all the fun things so that I can make it into videos and stuff. But yeah, I felt like I've just been falling behind all month, which is fine. Like, I was very focused on, I'm gonna break this eraser in half because I feel like these corners are getting like disgusting and they're just smearing the graphite around a little bit. Let me think. What was I saying? I was very focused on like the numbers of painting that I was like making, number of paintings I should say, because I have a goal to hit 120 paintings for the year of 2026, which is still a huge goal of mine. I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it happen. Like, but it did kind of impact my focus on like video editing and stuff. And then when I started vlogging, that's a lot of fun. Hello! Oh my gosh! Welcome! Happy Sunday! Vlogging has been a lot of fun. I've been vlogging for like a couple weeks now. I have one that I'm very close to publishing, but I'm trying to space things out so that you guys get some other content. I have like a marker video I'm gonna put out probably next week, and then I'll probably put out the vlog. Let me see. We're gonna give her her chest, boop, and a shoulder. She needs a shoulder. Unfortunately, shoulders are necessary. I feel like her neck is like a little short though. I don't know what's going on there. I'm not sure what's going on with her proportions. But yeah, I've been trying to film some good stuff even while I've been unable to stream, you know? Let me see. I'm gonna give her something to hold. I think maybe like a little cake or like a little teacup or something. I don't know. Y'all know how I love like painting like food stuff. It's hard for me to hear since I'm on a very noisy plane, but that drawing is already looking so good. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I haven't been on a plane since I was like 8. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Let me see here. I feel like, I mean, her neck's a little short still. I don't know. There's nothing like wrong with it. It's just a little bit of a weird looking proportion. Maybe it's because, I don't know, she's got like an alien bobblehead. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna just... Aw, thank you. Let me see. I'm gonna give her, I think... What am I gonna give her? Probably a teacup would be best. We're gonna just... Oh my goodness, I hate the Spotify ads. Lord help me. They're like every 2 seconds. Just constantly popping up. I honestly, it's making me hate Spotify. I don't use Spotify Premium. I don't use Spotify for anything other than streaming, really. But it's getting on my nerves. It's upsetting. I'm offended, and yeah, they're gonna have to watch out because I will tag them on Twitter if they show too many ads. They're gonna have to watch out for me. I will be a Karen. Let's see. Give her a hand. Ha ha ha. She has 2 hands actually. So let me see here. She could probably use some clothes. Things you want when you're drawing a character. Probably clothes. Clothes are good. I have no idea what's going on with this shoulder. I mean, I do. It's very wrong. And I'm going in and doing like detail work Meanwhile, the shoulder doesn't look right. Like, that's not good. Okay. Move that down. Okay. And then we're gonna move this arm too. I'm like going in and like doing all this, like, no, this has to be like this. Meanwhile, like, I'm gonna put a dress over everything. So let me see. What am I doing here? I'm gonna give her some hair because I think she should have hair. Probably, you know? Let me see. I'm looking at Pinterest. I want to see what's out there for hairstyles. What are we looking at here? What are we gonna do? I'm gonna look at I have a Pinterest board full of like tea party stuff. I think I would like painting like a tea party fairy because she has a teacup. She might as well be a tea party fairy. So I'm gonna give her some hair inspired by like desserts and stuff. I think I'll give her like a swoosh. She's got some swishy hair. Some sculpted curls, you know. Hey girly, so glad it's a bit warmer for you to be able to stream again. Thank you so much. Me too. I'm really like, I'm happy to be live again. It's been so long. It's like, I can't even believe like how weirdly like rusty I feel, even though I only did like 3 or 4 streams like before. I got into such a groove with it, and then not doing it for a few weeks like has left me feeling very odd. I love streaming. I'm glad to be back. It's just funny, like all the little things that like I made part of my routine before, I could not remember to do. Hello! Oh my gosh, made it to live chat. Yay! Oh my gosh, thank you. Oh my goodness, we have 6 people in chat today. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. We're just doing some sketching today, and I'm making like a tea party inspired character. I think I want to give her like an updo too. Like I'm giving her hair inspired by like desserts, like frosting and stuff. And I'm going to give her like a curly updo. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Let me look at Pinterest. I want to see what's going on the Pinterest front. Let me see. We could put like cherries or strawberries or sprinkles in her hair. Or I don't know. We could put teacups in there, like a stack of, I want to put a stack of teacups in her hair. Oh, but where do I put that? Where do I put that? Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. I hope you're having a great Sunday as well. Thank you. I am. I'm having a good day so far. She looks so cute. I'm watching while finishing my painting. So perfect. Arty vibes all around. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Tell me what you're painting too. I want to know. Thank you. Let me see. What are we looking at here? Oh my goodness. I want a stack of teacups in her hair. I feel like that has to happen. But I'm like, do I want it here? Do I want it here? I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm probably gonna, I could put it here, I think. I think that looks good. This way would support like an overall direction though for the artwork. So, you know, like that. So I'm probably gonna do this just to, I know we're like blocking out this curl right here, unfortunately, but like, what are you gonna do? You know, she can have curls elsewhere, but she needs this stack of teacups. we have to have our priorities straight, you know? I'm finishing up my Valentine's painting. Hope it gets up on Insta tomorrow or Tuesday. I can't wait to see. Oh my gosh. I love Valentine's Day artwork. I did like none this year, which is so sad, but seeing all like the pink and red and like the florals and all the hearts and stuff people have been doing is like really, really inspiring to me. I love it. It's really cute stuff. Let me see. I'm going to put like some like, I don't know, like whipped cream on this teacup. Even though she's like, you don't normally have whipped cream on tea, but like, why not? Maybe it's hot cocoa in that cup. Ooh, the Valentine's art is super cute. We love to see Valentine's art. It is absolutely excellent. Like, just a mood boost, like free dopamine, honestly. I've been loving it this year especially. I'm disappointed I didn't get to make any though. I'm like, I probably should have locked in. I don't know. I wish I'd gotten the chance. Or made the time, I should say. Because I definitely like, I could have squeezed it in somewhere. I just had other stuff I prioritized this year. But I can't wait to see. It's going to be very cool. Let me see. Okay, so she's got her hair growing. I'm going to replace the curl that we blocked there with like that. And that. Okay, now she's got some crazy looking hair. I love that. Oh my goodness. All right, and then we're going to add some like little sprinkles, because why not? Let me see. She needs like a dress. Of course. I'm gonna give her something. I'm gonna give her something off the shoulder. No. Big puffy sleeves. That's what I want. I want like impractical big puffy sleeves. Yeah, that's the vibe for today. That's it. A fairy with a teacup on her head could be like low-key Valentine's themed, to be fair. Ooh, this is true. I hadn't considered that. I could go for like a very like shabby chic kind of like low-key Valentine's kind of thing going on here. I think I will. I think we'll be doing that. I think she will be very, very whimsical, very Valentine's-y, very, very girly pop. I don't know what I'm saying. Very, very girly pop Valentine's Day, cutesy, aesthetic, just cuteness. And we're just gonna throw some wrinkles in her skirt here to kind of suggest that she has legs. I don't know, because they're gonna be covered up, obviously. So, let me see. What are we doing here? These hands are different sizes. That's not good. Uh-oh. You know what? Different sized hands. That's still different, but we're getting there. Okay, that's better. That's a little better. Okay. I think I want some like candles here, here. But maybe I'll wait and paint those in like with gouache or acrylic marker or something. And then when I cut her out, I'm gonna cut her out over like a background that's like pastel with like, you know, cakes and stuff in the background or something. We'll see how much of this I end up doing, how much of this I end up fitting in, you know, like I'm gonna make an effort. But I always set more ambitious ideas for my compositions than I actually have room for. So we'll see. But I do want some little tea party guests with her. So I think we're gonna go mice. Maybe mice. Maybe some guinea pigs. I don't know. Oh, she needs wings too. We'll give her some. She needs some wings. Wings. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think that's pretty cute. That feels like that kind of fixes the situation of their hands being a little off. At least it does to me. I don't know. Oh, never mind. That makes it worse. Oh my god. Okay. I just don't know. Do I know how to draw a hand? No. Hear me out. Sugar mice. Ooh, okay. Wait. You're cooking. They could look like the little frosted animal crackers. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. We're gonna have little like flying animal cracker rodents. That's what we're gonna have. That's what today's vision is gonna be. Yes. You know what? Now they're guinea pigs. Yes. I saw the little face and I was like, that's a guinea pig face. Now they're little guinea pigs. Little animal cracker guinea pigs. They're frosted animal cracker guinea pigs. That's what they are. And they've got little frosting. Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing your vision of sugar mice. This is just, oh my goodness. Yes. I'm gonna need to draw like a few more of these bad boys right here. I'm gonna need to draw a few of these fellas right here. Oh my goodness, there's a thread. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna add some wings onto him. Oh my goodness. And some little guinea pig ears. Oop, his eye is way too close to the end of his nose. Hold on. He needs room for his nose. Okay. And now he's got frosting too. Yep. This is fabulous. This is my best work yet, actually. This is the best. We need another one, at least one more. I'm going to cut all these out. So if the orientation looks a little random, that's because it currently is. We're going to cut all of these out and put them all on like an actual collage background. We need some little guinea pig arms. Yes, okay. Guinea pig arms. I can draw those. And yeah, that's a guinea pig face. Okay, and then frosting. And sprinkles. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. If I sound very excited, it's because it's been days since I've like had fun drawing. And like as of yesterday I started to have fun, and as of today I'm having a blast. Like I couldn't wait to start drawing. So for me to like be out here and I'm just drawing a whimsical, silly like little fairy with some teacups on her head. Like, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. This is going to be so cute. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Like, she's going to be so pink and so fabulous. Like, I'm thrilled. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. I'm going to draw some teacups because obviously our guests are going to need teacups. And we're going to have more little animal cracker guinea pigs like on the ground too, I think, of this painting. Because they can't all be flying. They can all have wings though. Let me move this so you can see. They can all have wings. Girl, what if the mice hold little love letters? You're giving me so many ideas. Oh my god, love letters. Ah! Okay. Little guinea pig with a love letter. Okay. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, look at that baby. Can you see him? Can you see the baby? Just a little guy. He's so in love. He's so in love. Who's he in love with? Probably love itself. Okay. He needs a teacup. We're gonna give him a teacup. A little guinea pig sized teacup. Which means most of the guinea pigs need different teacups, I think, because I've made some of different sizes. Like this one's a very human sized teacup, and we're just gonna do like different, very shabby chic, very, you know, it's whimsical. The vibes are all over the place. Like, it's very thrifted. That's what this tea party's giving. And we're gonna draw some candles. We might leave those in pencil, like we might not ink these so that we can paint over them a little easier. I don't know. Because I kind of want some of my background elements to be like softer. You know? I don't know. Okay. There's one. This one's kind of like the same height as where the wing is at, so I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see. We'll see. I might change things. Sorry, you can't even see what I'm working on right now. Oh my goodness. This one here is like forming like a tangent with the wing, so I'm probably gonna lower it a little. I was already on the fence about having so many tall candles, so I'll probably move it more like down here. There we go. Okay. And I should move my water so that you guys can see a little better. That will give me more space to like put things, I think. So that hopefully my sketching's in view, because that's pretty important. That's pretty important. Let me see. What am I gonna do next? Oh, I feel like she needs some jewelry, so I'm gonna give her some jewelry. Heck yeah. Let's see. Give her some big, ridiculous, like, brooch looking things. Give her a matching one, like on like a choker maybe. Like maybe a layered necklace. Yeah. I'm feeling layered necklace. Oh my goodness, I think she's fabulous. I think she's fabulous. Let me see here. What else can I add? Maybe some more little teacups. Some little guys, you know. What else? Let me see. Of course, I'm adding all these things. I'm going to cut it out. I don't even know how much of it I'm going to be able to use in the final, like the final illustration, but we'll see. I'm going to sign it because I keep forgetting to sign my work, which is not good, like, at all. You don't want to be forgetting that. That's very important. Okay. Let me see. I feel like that's probably a good amount of detail for her. Like her outfit and everything. I was gonna add like a second layer to her skirt, but I feel like she doesn't need it. I feel like she just needs like little things. Like little swirl on her wings. Because I love adding that little like Pixie Hollow looking detail, you know? It's so interesting seeing how you create your illustrations. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, something just fell. It was a Sharpie. Never mind. Everything's okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's fun like kind of verbalizing it too, because I don't know, like I don't always plan out very much, but I feel like verbalizing it like helps me plan. So like I sat down out here and I had no idea what I was going to start sketching. I didn't really know until I had like a pose, and then I was like, oh, now I guess I'm drawing like a Tea Party character. Like it just kind of happens. So it's definitely like, I don't know, verbalizing it helps, sharing it helps. I feel more, I don't know, inspired that way. Let me see. I think we can ink this girl. I don't think we're gonna get to like finishing her, like painting her, but we can get close. Let me see. And this is sort of random, but I have this purple background she could go well with. I'm gonna layer her with pastels too, but layering her with purple might work as well. When she's all ready, you know? Let me get my little toolbox here. I need some microns, and I need the microns that I get to work. Please let them work. Oop, I really want brown line art, but I feel like my brown microns have all been dying at the same time. I feel like they're just not as durable as they used to be. Like, it's kind of starting to annoy me because I used to buy microns, and then those microns would last me a whole year. Like a whole year. And, you know, I'd be drawing with them, using them for everything. Like, I'd be using them in my sketchbook. I'd be using them on my paintings. Like, they used to last me a long time. And now I feel like they're not lasting me like half as long. And I have to buy like twice as many. And they're all just like really scratchy quality and just really not right. And I don't know if it's something I'm doing. I don't know if it's like something with the ink quality going down or the nib size I'm buying, because sometimes I can't find my usual nib size and I'll like choose a different one. But I feel like they're getting worse and it's annoying me like a lot. Girl, OMG, my microns die out all the time. I use the Winsor and Newton pens, but IDK if they offer other colors or not. Ooh, I'll try those because I'm desperate at this point. Like, I hit a point recently where I was like, what if I started, like, sketching on tracing paper and then transferring it to my watercolor paper, and then from there coloring over, like, a clean sketch and then inking with, like, a dip pen. Like, I've hit a point where I'm like microns are slowing me down because I feel like they're, like, dying. Like, they make me angry while I'm inking. They make me angry. Like, I mean, the process of inking with one that works is really good. Like, right now, thank goodness I found one that wants to cooperate with me this morning. Because that's the other thing. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking, by the way. He loses his mind sometimes. He's okay, though. He's just, you know, he's one of those dogs that likes to look out windows and stuff. But I feel like sometimes they just decide not to work and then they start working again. And it's the same thing I've noticed with white gel pens that annoys me so bad, where it just, like, they just get clogged and they don't work for a little bit and then they magically start working again, and it makes me so upset. Like, it makes me viscerally angry. I'm so mad. I'm mad at my art supplies all the time. No, it's okay. I just need a vent because I feel like I put a lot of money into my pens. I put more money into my pens than probably any other art supply because my paints were sent to me for free by Maya Arts, and my sketchbooks I buy often, but I understand why I have to buy them often, because I run through paper like crazy, and I will use paper like halfway and then, like, abandon it and save it for, like, another project, if that makes sense. Whereas the pens, I'm like, girl, I remember when one Michael strip a year was enough to supply me with pens for a whole year. You know, like, I'd go there and I'd buy like 4 or 5 and I'd be like, okay, that's it. And now I go to Michael's, I clear out their sepia brown microns, and it's still not enough for, like, even 6 months. So does the pen not bleed under watercolor paints? This is like an alcohol-based pen, and when you're using, like, watercolor paints, if you used an alcohol-based pen, it shouldn't bleed. Whereas if you used, like, this pen with, like, a Copic, it would bleed, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to find, like, another alcohol-based pen I can replace it with that has, like, a similar, like, stiff nib like this, and similar, like, archival quality ink, but I don't want the experience of having the nib, first of all, like, dry up. Like, that is one thing the microns seem to do, is they just run out of ink, like, really quickly, or they dry up. And then the other thing they do is this nib tip, it gets pushed into the metal part, like, way, way earlier than it used to. And I was definitely heavy-handed when I was younger, but I'm not really heavy-handed anymore. At least I don't think so. I don't consider myself heavy-handed now. So I'm like, I'm upset. I feel like the quality's not there anymore. I don't know. I feel like I'm going crazy. So the answer's no, it doesn't bleed when it's, like, alcohol based like this. That's how I feel whenever I draw with my colored pencils. If my pencils aren't super sharp, it irks me. See, I get that too. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's definitely, like, I don't know. I'm trying to find other things. I'm experimenting with other things. There was a point a few years back where I was using colored pencil as my line art. And that was actually a really fun era in my art for me. Like, I really enjoyed doing that. But I also was running through colored pencils like crazy, and I couldn't stand that either. But I don't know. I mean, you know, art supplies, they run out. Like, they run out. It's part of life. Especially, like, you know, if you're drawing every single day, like they run out. And I don't know. I'm just sad. I'm just venting. I just need to vent. And it's throwing me off my vibe. That, I don't know, I used to go into Michael's and buy like 4 or 5 pens, and that would be like $20 worth of pens, right? And that would be like, okay, I'm not coming back to Michael's till next year. And now I'm probably not even going to shop at Michael's very much anymore, because I don't know. There was some kind of thing where they're suing an artist I saw online, but there's a lot that I don't know about that lawsuit, so I don't know. I don't want to make a statement on it here, but it does impact, I think, whether or not I'll be shopping there, but we'll see. I want to see how it turns out first, and I want the full story first, obviously. So, but, yeah. I'm thrown off now. I'm gonna have to go online and see if anyone else noticed Micron's quality dip, because I really like their pens, at least I did, and now I feel like they're just not quite as good. I don't know. I haven't found anything that's like a good substitute yet. Would you ever try outlining with acrylic paint and a thin brush? Ooh, that's a good one. See, I would probably substitute the thin brush for like a dip pen. But see, that could work. That could work. Like acrylic paint or like a calligraphy ink type situation could work. That's one I've thought about because I do work with an ink company pretty frequently. But I haven't found like a solid color ink that they make yet, that I would try. Like they usually make like sparkly stuff, which I appreciate. But I would want like probably like a plain sepia brown calligraphy ink or like acrylic paint. I could try that. I might, because I'm at a point where I feel like I don't know. Like I want my line art to be thin, and that's the part that I'm like stuck on. Is like you need some kind of pen to get like an ink line this thin. But I can't envision myself putting up with the scratchy, scrapey feeling that Microns have been giving me recently. Like they just feel dry. Like this one's newer. Like this one's newer. And it already has like this scratchy feeling. And I'm like, oh, it just feels dry. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It feels like I'm using like a crayon rather than like, rather than a pen. But yeah, I think acrylic paint or ink or something like that would be like a good substitute. I'm gonna probably try that next. Because I'm upset. I abandoned gel pens recently. White gel pens. I've completely given them up in favor of white ink for sparkles. Because I think I talked recently about like white gel pens I think are okay in one of these streams. Like they're all right. And how like I've never been like blown away by like the quality of a gel pen. But yeah, I switched officially to like white calligraphy ink and like a brush, like an old trashy brush. Because I'm sick of the splitting that like gel pens do, where there's dried ink on their, like the ball and the end of their pen tip, and the splitting that happens where it like creates like this cavity and then like 2 lines of white ink when they're like that. It's genuinely, it upset me so bad. I was like, I have to figure out something because I feel like the quality of my art is limited by this. And your quality of your art should never be limited by the quality of your supplies. Like, genuinely. Like, even if, like, you don't work with, like, the most light, fast materials, like, at least you should feel good working with it, and it shouldn't be like, my pen exploded all over my page, you know, like, that's not good. Yes, the switch to white paint is the move to make girly. Welcome to the club. This is true. I remember you telling me that you used white paint, and I was like, oh, that's smart. Like, and I remember I was like, I'm too impatient for that. But then I just got tired of fighting white gel pens, and it was like, oh, you can make a video or like a series of doing line art with different art mediums. That's actually a really good idea. I might try that because, like, genuinely, I'm on this journey to figure out different supplies that I like and that I don't. And for a long time, I've loved microns, but I fear they are not working for me anymore. I fear they are sketchy, scratchy, and not up to par for me anymore. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if the quality has gone down. Like, I don't know. I'm going to have to look online and see if anyone else has noticed a significant shift in their quality. Because I feel like, as a long-time buyer, that something's off. But I couldn't tell you what it is. I feel like it's probably the nib. I feel like the nib and the barrel feel different. But I do not know. I do not know. There's like a glossy, like, more plasticky kind of feel to the barrel, and that could be new, or that could be me just being more sensitive to that. I don't know. So I feel like that feels different, and the nib definitely feels different on the paper. I don't know. It's just I'm a conspiracy theorist now. I am theorizing that they've made a significant change. I don't actually know anything. I don't know. But as a long-time buyer, that's my theory. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I know you guys come here for art supplies, conspiracy theories. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Alright. I need to look at something far away. I feel my eyes are crossing a little bit. You guys ever get that where like your eyes get tired and then that's when you make your mistakes? Because that's what happens to me, is I'm like straining my eyes. And then I'm like, whoa, why do I have a headache? It's because you're crossing your eyes while you're drawing. You're losing your marbles. At least I am. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very excited about switching to white ink. The stuff I'm using right now is this, which I really like. And I am an affiliate, so I have a discount code and everything, and I got it for free. It's really good. The only downside is that I've noticed, if you glob it on there, if you are like, I want like a really thick, shiny sparkle, it's gonna crack because it shrinks as it dries. So you got to do thinner layers, be more delicate. If you have to go over it twice, you have to go over it twice. But I haven't really had a problem with that. It's just the cracking that I noticed the first time I used it. I was like, oops. Yeah. But yeah, white acrylic paint is probably like a really good substitute too. And I want to start using more gouache again, too. I kind of, like, abandoned gouache, like, very slowly, in favor of using watercolor. And I love watercolor, you know, and gouache and watercolor are technically the same paint. They're just mixed, like, a little differently and used differently, but the way I used gouache was pretty much watercolor. But because the ratios of things were different, like, watercolor plays different than gouache. I forget what it is. I think watercolor has more of the base, like more of the gum arabic, and then gouache has more pigment. I think that's kind of why watercolor, like, moves more when you water it down. Whereas, like, gouache, like, it kind of stays where you put it, even if you've watered it down like it's watercolor, which is basically what I've done over the years. I'll use white gouache for highlights too. I just wouldn't water it down as much. This is true. I could do that too. That's a good one, because gouache is like one of my all-time favorite paint types. It's just so much fun. I feel like sometimes I just zone out and then make mistakes. Like, I dissociate and then boom, I've completely overblended a piece. Oh, I do that too. I'll be like overworking stuff. Oh, that's terrible. Talking about mistakes, LOL. I just dropped my paintbrush and splattered paint on my... Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How... Is it like... Is it savable? Is it like... Oh my gosh. Oh, that's terrible. No. Oh my god. It can just be freckles. Don't, like, it's freckles. That's all it is. Oh my gosh. That's a terrible... I've done that before too. Like, spilling paint water and stuff everywhere. You know, earlier I talked about not inking these candles, and then I did. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave them kind of loose. And then I didn't. Oh my gosh. Let me know if it's, like, salvageable. That's terrible, terrible feeling. Oh my gosh. That's so frustrating. Okay, let me see. Thankfully, it's gone on an unpainted part of the illustration. I've managed to wash some off with water, but I have to edit it out in photos. Oh my gosh. I'm glad the illustration's okay. That's good. That's the important part, you know? Like, man. Traditional art struggles, man. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can get this up so that you guys can see. There we go. What am I doing here? What was I gonna say? Oh my goodness. I wanted to say something, oh my gosh, about art supplies too. I cannot remember. Oh. I was gonna try to switch to acrylic markers too for some sparkle, but the nibs on acrylic markers tend to be like, I don't know, they like can break down really easily, I found. Like, you need super smooth surfaces, I think, for those to last, and watercolor paper just cannot be that for it. And I know it's I don't think it's the quality of the ones I've used. I don't know. It could be, like, but I don't think so. I don't know. But I can't get over it. Like, I can't. Oh my gosh, these little guys are so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give this one a letter too. This little guinea pig has a letter. He's a letter as well. He's so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I've gone like quiet over here. I'm like all off in my head. It's because I'm thinking about lunch already. I want lunch. Let me see. What can I say? Who do you think the letters are from? Maybe they're I imagine the cookie guinea pigs are this fairy's like little assistants. They're her little friends. Like, they help her plan her tea parties. So maybe the letters are from other guests. Like, they're RSVPs. I don't know. They could be letters for the guinea pigs too. I don't know. They could be they're love letters from me to the guinea pigs. That's what they are. Dear guinea pigs, I love you very much. Sincerely, Sabrina. That's what they say. That's what every single one of them says. Dear animal cracker guinea pigs, I think you are very fabulous and very fashionable, and I love guinea pigs, and you are fabulous, and every creature is God's creature, but especially you. That's what they say. That's what they say. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. I have 2 guinea pigs, and I am obsessed with them. I take pictures of them multiple times a day. And their names are Millie and Myrtle. And I haven't painted them actually in a while, which is sort of weird to say because I paint them all the time. Like, my guinea pigs appear in my paintings like pretty frequently. And I feel like it's been probably 6 months since I put my guinea pigs in a painting. Maybe I'll make a self-portrait. I think I need to do a self-portrait soon because I did one about this time last year. And whenever I do a self-portrait, I include my guinea pigs. Because why wouldn't I? How is Myrtle doing? I remember saying she was a bit unwell. She's doing much better. She had a URI for a little while, and then she got put on antibiotics, and then we had to extend the antibiotics, which was scary. And she was doing good, and then she started to get bloated, which is not good. For guinea pigs, it's very dangerous. Because they're just like little little digestive tracts with legs. Like, that's what they do. So they get bloated, and it's very dangerous. But I resolved the bloat at home, thankfully. I didn't have to go get, like, more meds for her. Because every medication you add with guinea pigs is, like, a new set of risks. It's very, very tricky, especially when you're, like, mixing meds and stuff. But she's doing good now. Last night she had a runny nose again, which makes me a little paranoid. But as of this morning, it's cleared. So I think maybe it was just a reaction to me cleaning her cage. Like, maybe it was just like there was hay dust. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot. I have the footrest on my chair up so I can sit cross-legged and stuff. But it's just making me, like, very shifty. But she's all good now. She's chilling. This morning she was very squeaky. Very loud. And her sister's very loud too, but she doesn't, like, she's not loud in the sense that she squeaks. She's loud in the sense that she stares at you and you really can't ignore it. So I realize that doesn't make any sense, but my guinea pig does, they do stare people down. So I don't know. They're both doing good, and Myrtle's all better. And I'm very, like, grateful I didn't have to take her back and get her reevaluated or anything. I'm still watching her because URIs can come back. They can be chronic too, and they can lead to pneumonia. It's very scary. I've never had a guinea pig get a URI before, so I'm like, I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it was because it's winter. I don't know if she's always had the bacteria, because guinea pigs can carry it and just kind of, like, not have symptoms, and then all of a sudden it's there. I don't know. It scares me. Especially because my ladies are getting older. They're old ladies. But she's doing good now, so. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm very relieved because I don't know. URIs are scary. URIs are scary. Every health issue with guinea pigs is scary, but URIs I think are, like, foreign to me because my first guinea pig never had one. My first guinea pig had more, like, gut issues, which is still terrible. Still terrible. Still, like, horrible to deal with. Still very aggressive, like, as far as issues go for an animal. But URIs were a new experience for me. My little sugar cookie guinea pigs. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Lately, Myrtle has taken to climbing up on the bars whenever I'm in the room. And I know it's because for those 2.5 weeks, every time I was there, I was giving her antibiotics or probiotics or, like, treats or something. Because she took probiotics twice a day to try to prevent bloat. And then she took the antibiotics multiple times a day as well. I think it was twice daily as well. But they all had to be at different times so that, you know, the antibiotic and the probiotic didn't interact. It was a whole thing. So for those, like, 2.5 weeks, she was just constantly getting, like, treats. So she's taken to, like, begging, like, anytime I'm there. She's like, oh, please feed me. My guinea pig had pneumonia, but he was young. I think it was maybe 1.5 or 2. We just had to make sure it was warm by his cage and the humidity was good too. Yeah, that's good. Not that he had pneumonia. That's terrible, but I'm glad you guys took care of that situation too. Yeah, I wonder if it was the draft that did it, because for my Miss Myrtle too. 'Cause that could be it. Like, dry air or, like, cold air, because Their pen is kind of situated near like a window, and it's an older window, so I don't know. I kind of moved it a little bit so that hopefully it's away from the window, but that was after the URI started. I don't want her to be having any repeat infections. I just kind of like turned their cage a little bit. That way the bulk of the cage is farther from the window. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like this eraser is like really bad. I'm trying to... I don't know. I feel like it's like ripping up the paper. I need my kneaded eraser is what I need. I have no idea where that is. It's so scary when they get sick like that. Like, oh my gosh. Let me see. What are we doing here? Okay. I feel like I need a kneaded eraser, and I literally do not know where mine has gone. I feel like I misplaced like half my art supplies recently, and I don't know where they've gotten to. Watch, I'll turn around, I'll buy a kneaded eraser, and my old one will show up. That's what's gonna happen. That's what usually happens, is I go and I buy, like, whatever, and then the old one shows up. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna order a new one today. So it's gonna show up as soon as I hit like submit order. As soon as I swipe my card. Let me see. What am I gonna do? I feel like the pencil sketch is like ingrained in the paper, and I don't know if it's the eraser that's like... I don't know. I don't want to like ruin the paper, you know, because it can overwork really fast if you are too rough on it while you're erasing or sketching. Oh, save, I recently lost my rubber eraser and I can't find it. Oh no! Oh my gosh. It's terrible. They do have a habit of disappearing, don't they? They just like... I made a whole video about it, like, I think this time last year, about like losing rulers. I think I lost, if I'm remembering correctly, somewhere between 4 and 7 rulers during my time in college. And I just haven't bothered to buy a new one. So I'm operating right now without a ruler, which is crazy. And I need to buy one. I just can't bring myself to do it because I feel like I'm going to lose it. I feel like I'm gonna lose it. The worst part is I would keep my rulers, like, one at my desk and one in my school bag for, like, art classes and stuff. And it would just disappear. It would just be gone. I don't really have an explanation for it. I looked through my school bag, fully expecting once college ended to find somewhere between 4 and 7 rulers in there. But like I just can't. I don't know where it is. I don't know where any of them are. I've cleaned my desk multiple times since realizing how many rulers I'd bought and lost. At one point, I was going to the Dollar Tree like every other week because broke college student, and I would just buy a ruler every time I'd go because I was like, well, I'm gonna lose one. So, and then I would lose the one that I bought. Like, I don't even know what was going on and what's going on still, because clearly I'm losing my stuff. Like, it'd be funny if all your rulers are in the same place. No, imagine, like, I'm like, oh, this is a good spot for a ruler, and then I, like, slip it somewhere between, like, my desk and a wall or something, and next time I buy a ruler, I'm like, oh, this is a good place for a ruler, and it just, like, piles up. Girl, when I was in college, I lost my one big ruler. I think it was, like, 36 inches or something, and I lost mine. I'm just gonna say someone stole it. No, probably, honestly, that's something that's one good theory, honestly, because rulers weirdly can be kind of pricey, and like I mean, I was careful not to leave mine out, but like I wouldn't doubt that one time I like left it out and turned my back and then just didn't notice when I was packing up that it was gone. So that's very possible. Like someone either saw you had it and took it, or someone like saw it out on the desk and grabbed it. I don't know. Like it's all possible, you know, especially in some of those busier classrooms too. Like if your class is like crazy busy, it could just happen. Like during studio hours, especially, like if I was like sharing a desk with someone, it would be easy for someone to steal from me. It just would be. They could just pick up something of mine and like walk off with it, or act like it's theirs, and I would be like, oh. It was a nice ruler too. I think I got it in one of my $200 drawing or painting kits or something. Oh my gosh. See, that would annoy me, yeah. Like if I got it in my kit. And it's just gone. That would be upsetting. I really tried not to buy the kits in college. I probably spent just as much money. I honestly did, but I didn't want to have to go to their special stores and stuff. Let me see. I need some... Oh, I have water. Okay. I'm going to try to start painting this. Do. I'm going to get set up. I'm going to do a little 2 or 3 minute intermission so that I can go take my meds and probably use the restroom really quick. And then we'll start painting this girl. I want to like open a blind box on here at one point too. That would be really fun. And I want to do like a quiz stream, like a stream where I'm taking like BuzzFeed quizzes or something. Like, obviously all art streams, but, like, just as a way to, like, break it up, you know? Make it feel, like, very interactive. I don't know. Okay. To be fair, I'm still using my One Direction ruler I've had since I was 13. That's iconic. Don't stop doing that. Don't stop doing that. That's impressive too. You're bragging right now. I could never keep a ruler that long. Oh my gosh. No, that's iconic. That's iconic. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's amazing. Okay. All right. I'm all set up. So I'm going to take a little like 2 to 3 minute intermission. I'm going to go take my meds and use the restroom very quickly. And then I'll be right back and we'll start painting this girl. I don't know if we're going to finish her today, but we're going to try. So we're going to give it a go. Yes, that would be so much fun. Alright, thank you. I'm excited to do some like fun things on stream. Like now that it's getting a little bit warmer, ever so slightly. It's February, so we'll see if it's consistent. But I'm excited to do some things. But I will be right back. Feel free to take a break yourselves, take a stretch break and everything, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Oh my goodness. Okay. I return. Thank you guys for your patience and my need for a little break. I have a bowl of chips with me. Yes, healthiest snack in the world. And hopefully not too loud and obnoxious. I'll try to take a step back from the mic when I actually, like, eat chips. But yeah. We're gonna do the first layer on this girly. I'm probably not gonna pull out the hairdryer today. I'll try not to subject you guys to that. I'll just give it a second to, like, dry when I do this stuff. Let me get a clip of me putting some paint down. Oh, I clicked back on just as you said, and we're back. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, welcome back. My secondary phone literally died just as I turned it on to, like, take a video clip. Because I try to film for reels and stuff while I paint live. With, like, a extra phone. So now I've got to pull out my charger. Which I definitely should have foreseen, by the way. Like, I should have charged that before. And hopefully I have the right kind of charger here for it. I do, thank goodness. I thought I was going to have to crash out. You know, crashing out over chargers. That's so normal. Let me see. Oh my goodness, it's all tangled with my other wires. I'm so sorry, guys. This is a mess. My desk is a mess. It's a mess. I did a little bit of cleaning on it yesterday, but it really needs, like, a good deep clean out here to really prep for spring and summer. Because otherwise it's just gonna still have the mess of me, like, literally dumping stuff out here over the winter. Like, I'd be like, oh, let me film a 2-second thing and then run inside. Okay. So I put the first layer down, and I'm probably gonna work on the background some while I wait, because yeah, that needs to happen. Oh my goodness. My portfolio is up against my chair behind me. Whoopsie. Okay. This is the background piece I'm gonna try to incorporate because it's got a nice shimmery ink on it. Trying to film in Britain is also a struggle. It's always dark and raining. Yeah, I imagine that would be, like, tricky. You know, like, we get some overcast days here, but I don't know. I've used, like, a ring light for the most part, so I don't depend on the natural light. I'm in New England, so it's not terribly gray here, but there is a good part of the year where, like, it feels like it's 6 months of winter sometimes. It gets really, like, gross out. I feel like I'm just waiting for this to dry. Okay, I need to set it aside. Work on that background like I said I was going to. Let me see. I want like pastels. Oh my gosh, this is a dirty brush. There's like eraser shavings in it. That's not good. The struggles of traditional art. And also the struggles of just being a slob. I am a slob. That's what this is. My eraser shavings should not be in my brush. And they wouldn't be if I stored things properly, like... I want to do some pastels, all kind of like blending together. Make it very cutesy. And then I need some blue, I think. Some blue would be nice. Worst case scenario, if I don't use this for this painting, I will use this for something else. Oh my goodness. Because I don't know how I feel about like the reddish kind of pink I put down first. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm sorry, I'm like so off in my head again. Oh my gosh. Silly me. Let me see. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this last time because I might have started it at that point. But I started watching Free Run recently, and it's very good. I feel like I'm very picky with my animes now. I used to just be able to sit down and kind of put on whatever. And then if I liked it, I liked it. And if I didn't, I didn't. I mean, I'd look at parent sites beforehand because I wanted to know what I'd be getting into. But, like, other than that, I could kind of watch whatever. Now I'm very picky. Very, very, very picky. But I like it a lot. When did you start drawing fairies full time? I'm only part time as an artist. Like I only work evenings and weekends as an artist, and then I do have a full time day job. But as far as drawing fairies like all the time, probably. Oh, I mean, I've always drawn fairies. My first watercolor painting, like the first one that got me like way into watercolor and gouache and everything, like painting in general, was a fairy. But then I kind of like bounced around. I did like spooky stuff, but probably like 3-4 years ago or so, I started drawing fairies more, and my art started to lean more into like this like cottagecore kind of vibe, and fairies and mermaids and elves and things like that just seemed like the natural progression from there. I don't know. I've definitely always been obsessed with fairies, though, I will say. Like I loved building like little houses like when I was little, like with sticks and moss, like for like my smallest toys, and like I loved like my fairy dolls and like my princess dolls and things like that. Like those were my kind of toy, my kind of thing to play with. Like let me think. Some of my favorite stories are like not directly involving fairies always, but like just about like smaller worlds. Like Beatrix Potter. I love Beatrix Potter. Her work is just so like formative to like what I do, because I like how she makes the world feel bigger. I don't know if that makes sense. But, like, I like how she makes it feel bigger without it being overwhelming. Like, you can tell she loves nature, and she loves, or loved, I should say, getting down close and low to, like, little items and seeing other things. And that's something I liked about the Tinkerbell movies, too. Like, they made you, like, kind of want to lay down close to, like, the earth and close to little objects and see them differently. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the way that, like, a Tinkerbell movie would, like, take, like a spool of thread, and that spool of thread could be, like, a table for a fairy. Like, I like the way that those movies did that. I like the way that Beatrix Potter kind of did the same thing. I like that fairies kind of make me feel like that. Like, the world is bigger, but in, like, a way that's, like, magical and, like, interesting and makes you want to explore, rather than, like, the world is bigger in, like, a scary way, if that makes sense. So that's kind of why I draw fairies. But as far as, like, when it happened, I kind of always leaned in that direction. But definitely, like, 3-4 years ago was when it became like fairies, like, every single day. Like, every single day was fairies. So I love Beatrix Potter too, and the Tinkerbell films are my comfort films, lol. You like the 2003 Peter Pan? The 2003 Peter Pan, let me think. What's the 2003 one? Let me see. 2000, is that the one with... No, that's Hook, right? 2003, or the Hook is the one with Robin Williams, right? I think I've seen this one. I can't say for sure. I think I did. I was very, like, I wanted cartoons when I was little. I wanted the cartoons. So I watched the Disney cartoon for Peter Pan, and I liked the Tinkerbell movies and stuff. I think if it was live action, I probably would have skipped out until I was older. The live action film. Oh yeah, the live action one, right? Yep. And not, like, the Disney live action. Oh my goodness. See, the 2003 Peter Pan looks good from the images. I don't know that I've seen it, but it looks good and it looks familiar. And then I saw, like, I haven't watched it, but the recent Disney live action one I saw clips of, and I was like, that just doesn't even look like Peter Pan to me. Like, as far as, like, the look of the movie goes, it was so dark looking and so, like, just... Disney remakes make me mad. They just do. I miss, like, more original films, and, like, films at least that, like, looked interesting. Like, I will say the Cinderella live action remake for Disney was very, very good, very pretty. Like, I felt like they added on to it. My sister really likes the live action Beauty and the Beast. That is one I do not like. I think it looks bad, but that's just my opinion. Disney live action looks yeah, accurate because I can't remember if it came out 2020 or 2021, the live action Peter Pan from Disney, but it was sometime in that era where movies were just getting lost, like, literally lost to streaming. Like, they'd be like, oh yeah, it's on our streaming service now, okay, and then no one would talk about it. And I was kind of glad that one got swept under the rug because it looked terrible. It looked so bad. And people were saying it was bad. So I was like, okay, I feel validated. Okay. This background is definitely done. At least for now. If I can rip it off, that would be great. Let's see if our fairy is ready to start painting again. Yeah, we can start working on her again. Let's see, I need a good brush for this. What are we gonna do here? But I'll probably try to watch the 2003 Peter Pan at some point because I don't think I saw the full thing through. For some reason I feel like I watched part of it, but I don't know. I love the Cinderella, but I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast because it's my favorite animated film and I don't want it to spoil the story for me. That's fair because I will tell you, now every time I watch a Disney movie, I get upset because I think of the remakes. I'll be like, oh, I want to watch like Snow White or like The Little Mermaid, and I'll be like upset because I'll think about the costuming and the CGI and everything, and I'll be like, oh, I can't, it makes me upset, even though I love the classics and stuff. So I kind of get that. I kind of get that. Studio Ghibli movies are also such good animated movies too. I like live action, but some animated movies are just so sweet and heartfelt. OMG. This is true. Like, sometimes there is like a charm that like animated movies just bring that's like different, you know? Like, it's just a different feel. In a lot of ways, I just prefer animated over live action because I feel like people use live action in many movies like as an excuse to not be creative. They're like, oh, it's live action. Yeah, so we're just going to put some people in front of a camera and that's that. It's like, okay, but where's like the rest of the creativity put into a movie? Where's the rest of it? Like, you need staff for all this. Like, I was reading the other night, like The Art of How to Train Your Dragon, like those art books they release on the making of like certain animated movies, like especially Disney and DreamWorks. They released one for the animated How to Train Your Dragon, right? And I bought that, and I've had it in my collection of books for a while, but I finally sat down and was reading it. And they had a person hired specifically for texturing, like specifically for deciding how things were going to look, because that would like inform how things feel emotionally. Like, they were talking about like the texture they chose for Toothless the dragon, and how they couldn't decide between like velvety or like extremely scaly, and so they decided on something kind of in between. It was just interesting, because obviously Toothless had to go from being very threatening to very soft and like cat-like, so they had to choose like a texture that was like a little like something that could be both foreign and scary, but then also like, oh, he's friend-shaped. What's your favorite film? Ooh, see, I like How to Train Your Dragon. I like the animated Little Mermaid. I like Shrek is honestly one of my favorites. I like The Shining. I like the 80s version, I should say. That version's like very, very good. Although I've heard the set was a nightmare, like an actual nightmare, so I don't know. Let me think, what else? Oh my gosh. I liked oh my god, what's it called? I liked Unbreakable. It was like a weird little like superhero film, but it took like a weird kind of tone for a superhero movie. It was just interesting. I liked Don't Tell a Soul. It came out during 2020. It's like a dark kind of thriller movie, and it got swept under the rug because of streaming and everything during that time. Another one I liked that I saw a couple years ago. I'd have to rewatch a couple of these that are like recent favorites because my opinion might change. But the other one I liked was A Simple Plan. That one's like very interesting, like what would you do kind of a thing, and like just bad decision after bad decision. Just a like frustrating movie to watch, but also like you sympathize with the characters, which is interesting. So those are a couple of my favorites. I also like, let me see. Let me try to get into like different genres I like too, because a lot of the ones I named are like either thrillers or cartoons. So it's kind of like, that's kind of like what I watch is like random action movies and then like cartoons. There was another like action thriller kind of investigation one I saw by Taylor Sheridan. It was called Wind River. Very, very good. Very dark, and definitely a big trigger warning for that one. Like, definitely, if you hear any titles, look them up first, because there's like dark stuff in some of the movies I watch, like thriller action movies and things like that are, I mean, they kind of stray into horror sometimes. Like, let me see what else. Oh, I will say, on my opinion about Wind River was an exceptionally good movie, but Taylor Sheridan is terrible at writing TV shows. I'm sorry, he just is. There are so many people in America that love Taylor Sheridan's work, okay? And I watched his 18 something, I think it's 1883 or something like that. The beginning was really good. The beginning of that show was very strong. It was so like addictive, and then they just ruined it. I just felt like, you know, the guy's addicted to drama, and I'm not going to say what happens, but he killed off a character, and then I felt like he was non-committal to that, and he still wanted the drama of that character's presence, so he wrote in a character that could easily substitute it, and I just felt like that was very not good, very rambly, very unprofessional. I don't know. But I think he's probably very good at doing movies, and he should do more movies instead of these long multi-season, multi-episode TV shows or whatever. That's my Taylor Sheridan opinion based on your very straightforward question. But that's, yeah. But yeah, pretty much I watch a lot of like action thriller stuff. Like pretty much that's the kind of movie I'm interested in, and then cartoons. Let me think of more cartoons I like to watch. Like cartoon movies. I really liked Princess and the Frog. Like Disney's Princess and the Frog was so good. Like, I mean, as a kid, I liked it a lot. As an adult, I mean, the animation can we bring that back? Like, can we bring back that animation quality? The music, like, the music's very good. Like, you don't realize how poor quality things have gotten until you go back and watch a movie from 2008 and you realize what we're missing. And How to Train Your Dragon. We were talking about How to Train Your Dragon. That is one of my favorites too. I really like Tangled. Tangled is one of my favorites. I saw that in theaters when I was like 8 years old. And I have the art of that book as well. Or that movie as well. And I'm upset to hear that they're making a live action because I know it's not going to be good. I know it's not going to be good. I know it's going to suck. And I'm not emotionally prepared for them to butcher another one of my movies. It's like, I just can't. I'm calling it my movie. It's my movie, yes. I'm possessive over the random Disney movie. So yeah, I have strong opinions about movies. I'm sorry. Let me think. What's another one I liked? Oh, Forrest Gump. That's another one I like a lot. I know it's kind of cliche. Like, that's like everyone's favorite, like, Tom Hanks movie, but I like that one a lot. Forrest Gump's very good. Let me see. A Home of Our Own. Very sad. Very tragic. Oh my gosh. Pulls at your heartstrings. One I haven't seen in years is Radio. Okay? If you haven't seen it, I don't know. I don't know, actually. It's very possible because I feel like I haven't seen it on TV in years, but it used to be on TV all the time, and it's very good. I hate when shows are like that. See, yeah, there are some people that, like, definitely should be doing movies, and they're doing shows. And I'm like, I understand there's probably more money in TV, or you get a deal thinking, like, oh, he's good at movies, so he'll be good at shows too. No. The man is good at movies. He's not good at shows. Even if people like them, I'm sorry, but they're wrong. They're wrong. Artistically, he's better at movies. And he should do more movies because his movies are good. Wind River was exceptional. So, I rewatched Princess and the Frog a couple of years ago, and I enjoyed it way more when I was a child, but my mom didn't like it because she said the villain dresses like a pimp. Oh, but he's the bad guy. He's the bad guy. The bad guy's not gonna exhibit, like, good style and morals and values. Oh. That's actually funny, though. That's really funny. I remember years ago, my sister was watching, Winx Club, and I never got into Winx Club for some reason. I'm taking a little clip here. I remember I was like in the room and I saw like the bad guys like smoking. They were like at a party and they were smoking. And I was like, this is weird. This is a show that like my friends would watch when they were like 6 years old. Like, why are they smoking? And I pointed it out. And I pointed it out to my mom, too. I was like, look, the characters on this show are smoking. And she was like, well, they're not supposed to be good characters. And now you're pointing out that behavior, like, to your younger sister, that they're smoking. Like, that's not egregious. Like, they're bad guys. But I don't know. That's just my take and her take at the time too. But yeah, I understand that though. There's definitely some movies that I wasn't allowed to watch until I was a little bit older than even the target audience, because of the way a character dressed. Like, obviously I say I love the Tinkerbell movies, but like when those came out, I was like 4 years old and I wasn't allowed to watch like the original Tinkerbell until I was like 6, which obviously is still very, very young, but my mom had said it was because of the scene with the bird, and then also it was because Tinkerbell like has like a very short dress. So I don't know, but obviously 6 is perfectly acceptable and within the age range and everything to watch Tinkerbell movies. It's just, I think she wanted me to have like a little bit of discretion before then, like not discretion, discernment. I don't know. But it's so funny. Oh my god. Yeah. Let me think. What's another one? That's probably all my recent, like, current favorites, like, films I think about a lot. But let me see. What else? I'm gonna try to think back to, like, movies I watched a lot then. I watched Aladdin a lot, like, over and over again. Like, I watched Aladdin a ton. And weirdly, Sleeping Beauty was, like, one of my favorite princesses, but I didn't see her movie until I was 11 years old. So, like, I had Sleeping Beauty on everything, like, but I didn't see her movie until I was, like, double digits. I don't know why. Probably because of the dragon, probably just because we didn't have it on DVD. I don't know. Oh my goodness, Winx Club was my jam, but I don't remember smoking it. Maybe that got cut out in the UK. This is true. There are so many versions of Winx Club. They've like cut things and stuff. I know the American version is like chopped up to bits, like, and I'm sure the UK has its own version. It wasn't like a big thing. I don't remember it being like a big thing. I just remember they were kind of there. I can't remember the character's name. Is it Stormy? I don't remember. The one with the fluffy hair, like the fluffy bob. I remember she had like a cigarette in this scene and it was like a party. And it wasn't supposed to be like a positive party. It wasn't like a birthday party. But like, I just remember I was like, what in the world is my sister watching? Let me see. OMG, I love Fantastic Mr. Fox and Coraline. These movies in the fall are perfect. Oh, those are good picks. Yeah. Stop motion films are very, very fun. That's one I completely, like a medium that I completely neglect sometimes. Like I haven't seen the Coraline movie, but I need to. I keep meaning to every year, and then I'm like, oh, I'm busy. And then I never get around to watching it. And Fantastic Mr. Fox, I've heard only good things about. Oh, that reminds me. It's not stop motion. Well, for the most part, it's kind of a mix of mediums. The Little Prince, that one was so cute, like just so good. I saw it years ago, so I don't remember very much of the plot, but I remember crying. That one was very touching. I'm gonna get a sip of soda really quick. Sorry. But yeah, I love stop motion films too. I used to watch this one like Wallace and Gromit film. Definitely not as touching as I'm sure Fantastic Mr. Fox is, and Coraline too. Coraline's like very... I remember someone in my friend group when I was like 11 got like traumatized by Coraline. She was like, yeah, this is a kid's movie, and I went into it thinking it was like gonna be like cutesy or just like a little like spooky, but it was like super spooky. That Gene Wilder film. Oh wait, who's Gene Wilder? Hold on. Oh, wait, you mean like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. I forget what it's called. Because there's like some difference between. Oh yeah, it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, that one's well, is a little spooky. There's some children getting turned into blueberries. That one's good though. I used to watch that one a lot. Weirdly, the only thing I remember is like kids like quote unquote dying. That's not good. To be fair though, I wasn't like super into it. I just watched it if it was on. Roald Dahl, the writer behind it, never strayed from like putting like dark stuff in like his books. He always had something going on. The original Willy Wonka, he was in Little Prince. Oh, I didn't know he was in Little Prince. I watched Coraline when I was like 7 or 8 maybe, and I got scared during some of the scenes. OMG, I was deaf too little, haha. Plus I was a very sensitive kid. That would suck. Oh my gosh. I read like a graphic novel version of Coraline, which I didn't know Gene Wilder was in. Or wait, no, he's in Little Prince, not Coraline. I didn't know Gene Wilder was in Little Prince. That's actually crazy. But yeah, I can imagine that would be traumatizing. Oh my gosh. I would have been traumatized too. I was like one of those weird kids that would like I wanted to watch some spooky movies, but not too spooky because I didn't want nightmares. So like I would read spooky fairy tales instead. My mom got me like this book with the original Grimm's fairy tales in it when I was like 9 or 10. I don't remember. And it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of late nights reading it. But definitely some darker stuff in there. So crazy stuff. I guess it's kind of always been like that, where like kids' stories will be like, oh yeah, it's for kids, and then there's like something crazy going down in it. I don't know. It's still wild how like it can either be like a great story and make it like better for you as a kid, where you're like, oh yeah, the bad guy gets what's coming to him. Or it can be like, oh, that was traumatic. I don't know. Let me see. I'm painting my little frosted animal cookie guinea pigs. Do. Do you like Corpse Bride? Ooh, I haven't seen that one either, but I keep wanting to. Every time Halloween comes around, like my For You page and everything on Instagram is just like covered in Corpse Bride stuff, but I've never actually sat down and watched it, and it is shameful. It is, as a matter of fact, a shameful thing that I haven't seen it, because I probably would like it. Like, I'd probably find it at least interesting, because like I used to like reading like classic romance and stuff, like, and I feel like Corpse Bride gives like classic romance in like a way. I know how the story kind of goes. I know she doesn't end up with him, but you know, like I feel like it gives the same vibe as like Jane Eyre or like, I mean, I didn't read Wuthering Heights, but it gives like gothic romance like Wuthering Heights a little bit. Although I don't know if Wuthering Heights is technically gothic. I don't know. I think it is. Again, I haven't read it, so I don't know. But I don't think Jane Eyre technically qualifies as gothic. Interestingly, by the other Bronte sisters. So, but Corpse Bride, I keep meaning to watch, and then I don't. It's kind of like Coraline, where I'm like, oh yeah, I'll watch it, and then I don't. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm adding some little like darker shades to the candles so that they look like they're more on fire. Let me see. Let me know if you guys have seen Corpse Bride and if it's like worth watching. I'll move it. I'm sure it is, but you know, like let me know if it's like I'm really super missing out. Then I'm gonna move it up my watch list a little bit because I don't know. There's so many movies I haven't seen that I have a mental list going, and I can't. I need to like rank them a little better, I think. I low-key want to see Wuthering Heights in theater. I don't know what happens, but I think Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi are like obsessed with each other in a weird way, it seems. I don't know. I saw the press clips, and to me it looked one-sided. It looked like, I don't know. It looked like Margot Robbie was trying to do a Wicked, we're obsessed with each other kind of thing. But I didn't really see it. I don't know. I also feel like they have no chemistry. Personally, like I was looking at it and I was like, Margot Robbie's like significantly older than Jacob Elordi. So it's kind of like a strange dynamic, but I don't know. I am curious about it though. I don't know that I want to see, but I don't know that I want to see it, but I kind of want to know what's going on with it because that movie has some of the strangest discussion around it I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, it's very, I don't know. I don't want to say controversial because it's not controversial. That's like not what it is. They're trying to make it kind of controversial a little bit, but it's just, I don't know. It just feels very strange. The fashion for it is super weird. Like just strange and not in like a interesting way. To me, it looks like mostly Temu. Like it looks like Temu dresses. And that upsets me. For a classic literary movie, we cannot be looking like we shopped off Temu. We cannot be doing that. There should be velvet. There should be rich fabrics. There should be drapery. There should be like excess and opulence and grandeur because I mean I haven't read Wuthering Heights, but my understanding of it is that it's about a rich guy. But you know, I don't know. I've got to go, but I've had a lot of fun watching this. Hope to catch more. Can't wait to see your finished painting. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you next time, hopefully. But thank you again for coming, and have a great day. It was giving codependence. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what Margot was saying, from what I saw, was definitely like, oh yeah, I'm obsessed with him. Like, I don't know. I saw her saying that. I don't know that I believe it, but also, like, I could see it being like a one-sided thing or like a marketing move. I don't know. But Jacob Elordi's responses were not giving like he was obsessed with her. I know he's got a girlfriend, so I don't know if that played into it. I don't know. It could be like she's more open about it. It's just very, very strange. Hollywood is very strange. Yes, and there's random Charlie XCX songs in the movie too, apparently. But like, I like that music, but not in a movie like that. Exactly. Like, I feel like for a movie like Wuthering Heights, they should reference back movies that are in a similar tone, like a similar genre, like that kind of thing, and see what they did that made them a success. And I feel like they're not doing that. Like, I feel like they didn't do that. But I don't know. Like, to me, why didn't they look at the early 2000s Pride and Prejudice and go, this worked. Why did it work? I mean, I'm not saying every movie has to be 2005 Pride and Prejudice. But, like, look at that. Look at the version of Emma that like has Anya Taylor-Joy and was absolutely fantastic. The costuming for that movie was fantastic and so pastel and like rich. And then this is like in a different genre entirely, but like the Marie Antoinette movie, I love that movie. Okay, that movie was made for me. That movie was made for me specifically. Okay, because it blended like modern stuff and then also like Rococo style fashion and everything. It's just interesting. They did it in a way that was interesting. Whereas this is like, it's blending modern stuff and the fact that the clothes look like they're made off Temu, and the fact that I heard they combined two characters into one, which is just an interesting choice. And then obviously they chose to make it more, we'll just say more graphic than the book. The book's not graphic at all, I guess. So and the Charlie XCX music being in there, I mean, it could work if they did a mix of things, but for a period piece, it really should not be just Charlie XCX all the time. That just feels wrong. Oh my gosh. Yes, and Mark and Mary is married, like, ma'am. Yes. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. OMG, because the Pride and Prejudice movie soundtrack is so pretty. It is. It is pretty. Very pretty. It's a very elegantly done movie. And the actors were all phenomenal. Like, I enjoyed that movie a lot. And I am someone that has complicated feelings about the book Pride and Prejudice. I read it twice, once in high school, once in college, because I had to. And I liked it more when I read it in college. I was like, oh, this is actually like cute. Whereas in high school, I don't know, I just didn't want to be reading that. I was like, can I go home now? But like, it's cutesy, and I feel like classic literature deserves like a quality adaptation. And if you're not going to put the love into the design, if you're not going to put the love into callbacks to the original, and you're not going to put the love into making sure all the characters that are in the book are in the movie, because every character is someone's favorite, like, ultimately, then maybe we're just making the wrong movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it doesn't need a movie. Maybe Margot Robbie can make her own weird, like, strange, time melting kind of movie. And I don't know. I think the stuff with Jacob Elordi's really, really strange too. Like, I don't know if they're codependent, but it definitely, like, to me, in the clips I saw, Elordi looked uncomfortable. Like, he looked like he was being polite, but he looked like he was uncomfortable. And she's like, yeah, I'm obsessed with him. Like, she's married. Isn't she like a mother too? Like, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. I understand there's method acting, but like, not everything has to be said, you know? Like, not everything has to be said. And it's the fact that there is a huge age difference too. Again, like, that's what makes it weirder. Like, they're both adults, but it makes it strange that this older actress is like so outwardly like, oh yeah, I'm obsessed with him, and he's just like, I don't know. That's just my take though. Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi can go make a short film together and get it off the big screen. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That's accurate. Accurate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling. I'm like, and I feel like the whole, oh, actors are obsessed with each other after working together, like, that is overplayed too. Like, I'm done with it. Like, Wicked, the obsession feels real, and it feels unsettling. Like, I didn't go to see Wicked, and I still haven't seen either one. I have no plans to, because I don't know, musicals are not really my thing, but the obsession felt real in the clips that I've seen. They seemed really actually codependent on each other. And so I understood why people at first were like obsessed with the characters and the actresses. And then why people were unsettled by it when it seemed to get like out of hand. But this feels like they're trying too hard. I'm like, oh, come on. Yes, I feel like they should have maybe casted some other people for that movie. Yeah, I think so. I think we're kind of getting to a point where we need some fresh faces in Hollywood too. Like, I feel like for characters that, like, I don't know, feel unique, you need some fresh characters. Like, if you overuse your stars, like, you get bored of them. You get sick of them. Like, it's happened to actors and actresses in the past. It's a known thing that happens where you get fatigued by, like, your stars and stuff. And it kind of ruins their star power and, like, cheapens them a little bit, I think. At least it does for me. Like, I watched, I forget which movie it was. It might have been Birds of Prey or something. It wasn't a very good movie, given that, okay? But Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn was really good, okay? I really liked that. I thought that was a good choice. I thought she had this huge smile that just works for Harley Quinn, right? And I thought she was, like, a good choice for Barbie. I didn't watch the Barbie movie again. I don't know, like, I've gone through a couple years now where I, like, haven't been watching movies for some reason as they come out. But I thought she was, like, a cute choice for Barbie. I was like, yeah, that's cute. Like, and of course, she was, like, someone that did a lot of funding behind that movie. But now I'm like, I'm sick of seeing Margot Robbie and everything. And I also feel like she's too old for, like, a love interest with Jacob Elordi. Like, I'm gonna be real, okay? I haven't seen, I think, a single movie with Jacob Elordi in it. But, like, Margot Robbie's in everything. And when you look at a shot from the trailer, looking at Jacob Elordi, and then the camera turns to Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie's beautiful. But the difference is there. The difference in age is there. And, like, it's just there. It's jarring. It's like, oh, like I don't know. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say without coming off like I'm a hater, because I'm not a hater. I love Margot Robbie. And again, I don't think I've seen really any movies with Jacob Elordi in it, so I don't know if he's even good. But that's just my takeaway, is that like they should have gotten at least a fresh face for the, I think her name's Catherine, I'm not sure, like the main female character. I know the Zelda movie they're working on, they've got fresh faces for both Zelda and Link, which I'm very excited about. Like, I'm not even like part of the Zelda fandom. I'm not. I haven't played any of the games. I did play part of Wind Waker when I was very little, but it was only part of it. But I'm just excited to see fresh faces, because I feel like that fits these established characters, so that you're looking at a character that's supposed to be like a character that we've only seen cartoon versions of up until this point. And you can look at that character and see the character and not say Margot Robbie dressed as Zelda, like dressed up as Princess Zelda. And not to hate on Margot Robbie or anything. That's just an example that fits. Like, I feel like if they were going to cast like a known actress as Zelda, they would choose either Margot Robbie or Anya Taylor-Joy, and those are two actresses that you just see in everything right now, and it doesn't need to be the case, you know. It doesn't need to be the case. But yeah. Wait, I just looked it up, and Margot Robbie is 35. Why do I feel like she was way older? There's a 7-year age difference. That isn't actually that big in comparison to Hollywood and whatnot. This is true. It's not like egregious, but I feel like you can see it. And that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me for the casting of the movie, where these two characters are supposed to have grown up together, I guess the story goes. Like, they knew each other when they were both kids. I don't know if there's supposed to be an age difference between them at all. I don't know who's supposed to be older. I don't know who's supposed to be younger. But as someone who was watching the trailer, I thought it was kind of jarring. Just because I feel like Elordi like almost looks like I don't know. I don't want to say he looks still like a teenager, but he kind of does. He's a full-grown man. He still looks like a full-grown man in some of the shots that I saw. Like, he looks like a full-grown man. I'm not saying he looks like a kid, but I am saying, like, I saw the age difference. He looks much younger, and it was weird to me. But that's my very, like, uneducated opinion on it. Like, I'm not well into the Wuthering Heights lore or anything. And definitely, for Hollywood, that's not egregious. There's one actor... No, two actors I can think of that did way worse age differences for castings. And that would be Adam Sandler and Tim Allen. They would cast themselves as the male love interest. And then they'd cast, like, Cameron Diaz or someone else, like, that back then that was, like, kind of on the younger side. Or at least looked younger. To be, like, the female love interest. And it would just look weird. It would just look weird. Obviously, Margot Robbie's still beautiful, and she's not like old or anything. She's not washed up. She could still play in a romance movie. And I'm not even hating on her being the choice for this, but I think if she was the choice, they should have chosen someone else for Jacob Elordi. That's kind of what I think. Maybe because he was in that Euphoria show, but yes, I totally agree. That's probably it. I didn't watch Euphoria either, but I feel like there's something in the face there that just looks like, you know how actors usually play an age range instead of, like, just one age? Like, I feel like Jacob Elordi could get away with playing, like, an 18-year-old if he was, like, clean-shaven, right? And then he could also play up until, like, late 20s, which he is late 20s. And then Margot Robbie, I feel like, could not get away with playing an 18-year-old, which is not like not the standard. That should not be something that would be expected of her as a 35-year-old woman. If she's 35, she's gonna look 35. Like that's fine. She's gorgeous, you know. I'm trying to make it so clear that I'm not hating on either one of the actors, because I'm sure they're both like incredible. I know Margot's incredible. Not that she's taking my feedback or anything. So, I know Margot Robbie's incredible. And Jacob Elordi I know is in a lot of projects I just haven't seen, but I just feel like their age ranges are not lined up for like what they can play, which I guess is a difference that would come with 7 years, you know. Sorry, I'm like eating chips. But yeah, that's my take on it. I feel like they should have cast two totally different people. But, you know, again, I don't even know how I don't know. I don't think I'm the target audience for that movie anyway. I don't think I am. Just based off of which films I've named as my favorites, like, I don't think I'm the target audience. So that's fine. If people enjoy it, and that's good. I'm just not it. Also, I remember talking to someone I like worked with at one point about Wuthering Heights, and she thought Wuthering Heights was more like a horror kind of novel, because I guess the guy, like, if she's remembering it correctly, because she's like an older lady, very sweet older lady, and she was like, yeah, the guy keeps her in his house. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, he keeps her in there. He's like very egotistical. And she had like very very like strong opinions that this was not a romance novel, and like she would be upset by people saying that The Wuthering Heights was her favorite romance novel because it just wasn't the same. Like, it wasn't meant to be, according to her, like a romance. Like, it was supposed to be like dark and spooky. Margot Robbie enters the chat. She's like, so I heard you're hating. Oh gosh darn it, I guess I can't give you free tickets to the show. She's like, so you think I'm old? Oh my goodness. But yeah, I think people have very strong opinions about it, probably much stronger than even the opinions I have, because I'm like, again, I'm not the target audience. Like, I don't typically watch those kinds of movies. Like, I watched like the 05 Pride and Prejudice. I watched Emma. I watched Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind is one of my favorite movies of all time. It is 4 hours long, but it is well worth the watch. It's a cute show with a very, very morally gray, morally gray is too generous. A very evil main character that I adore. So yeah, those are my romance movies of choice, really, that are kind of like period piece type things. And then Marie Antoinette, which really wasn't a period piece. It was just kind of like an artistic kind of biography of Marie Antoinette that took lots of creative liberties and stylings and everything. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream here because I'm getting tired and cold and I need to go inside and eat some actual lunch that's not chips. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sitting and chatting with me. Thank you for rambling. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all the support, as always. I'm going to try to stream again next week as long as the weather kind of holds out for me. As long as the temperature's good and all that, I should be able to. It's just a matter of how stable things stay as we move into spring and everything. We're still very much in the thick of winter. So even today, like, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it to stream, but I wanted to try. And I'm glad I did, because I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys had fun too. But yeah, I will hopefully see you guys next week. If not, I have videos coming out too. I have some videos that I'm working on, and I can't wait to show you all those. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye!